just so many people there for one day, and then a nor'easter hit, and there was nobody.
Mm.
I gotta say, I'm amazed that Bronx Hero, because they were at both places. They were in New York Comic Con,
Yeah,
and we were over there with you. Because
yeah,
we were talking to the guys from over here while you had those guys over there.
yeah, yeah. They were they covered a lot of ground this weekend. They gave me a great opportunity because right now I am actually developing a new product for my game. I had a bunch of prints that I've been wanting to sell, and I've been slowly but surely getting back into the convention going, and actually now getting seating and bookings to different events. And it's been slow but steady, but I finally got the hang of it. Got a little my act together after a few years, and now I'm ready to go back into the sellers floor. And I'm that was an interesting convention the first day. Not the rainy day, of course, but the first day was like it was mostly like video games directed and focus on gaming, STEM, a lot of children's activities, and there were just a lot of content creators there. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me with Mike, Ray, and Tom. Um, Bunch of cool guys that I got to hang out with that weekend. Um, they had. I mean, Tom had so many stories of Marvel and DC of the yesteryear. It was ridiculous. So it's like I also felt like I was in front of a guy who's pretty much Marvel and DC history. And then you have Ray, who's just like everyone knows who knows Ray Felix. He's just a good time to have on your corner. He was just hilarious. And Mike Gracia, great cartoonist from Get in Tune, Mike Gracia Studios, amazing artist and a personally good friend of mine. And he's the one who like really hooked me up and got me out of my, hey man, I need you to start doing your thing. Oh, that's the product I'm selling. I have like several different sheets of different boards. I created that. Like if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, like I do, like I play a lot of games, and a lot of that's one of my prints. But if you're playing a lot of games, you're like strapped for cash, you're really doing like the old school boards. Like you're really just taking a flat board, drawing it, and you create this amazing like art that is playable. Fast forward a few years later, I found this board that I've been using for years. I scanned it and I started adding different colors and I just started making newer versions of it. And like I'll show you like a couple like these are like just like a couple of samples that I've made over the years from Copics and markers. So I've just been like periodically like scanning them, like chess pieces and stuff with cracks and stuff like that, just different pieces like this. And then I've been selling them at the con. I mean, for a gaming convention, I felt like I wasn't the only person representing Dungeons and Dragons there, or even representing gaming in tabletop format or even board game format. There was a lot of card players, but they got what I was coming from, and they pretty much sold. I pretty much sold like half of my inventory, and I brought a lot of inventory with me to sell. Unfortunately, it started raining the second day, but I still was able to make like a bunch of contacts and a bunch of people, and they really did like these like different like tiles that I made just out of like paper. And what I was doing was selling those, and of course, selling my maps, selling my different like fantasy backgrounds, and it was great. Usually, everyone knows I'm usually on the other side of the of the convention industry. Usually, I'm either helping out set up or a convention volunteer, or working at an artist alley, or working at a celebrity line. As but I felt like it's now my time for me to just start expanding my horizons, and uh, I have many years of art and experience, and so I went out there, and It's a different show. It really is a different show. It was big.
Vaguely remember. Sorry, vaguely remember. I think you told me once. I think it was Cradle or some show. I'm not really sure what show, but you bought a ticket to just attend, and they saw you and like, you know what, you're not attending. You're working the show, so they gave you your money back. And you
I'm scared of that too because I got myself a Big Apple table and they go, hey Andrew, no, I have a table. No, you don't. You're working. I just like no. I'm afraid to go back to my old stomping grounds because that's the show I started with. So so I was like, I got a table this year. I got product. No, Andrew, you're going to be working for us because we're short staffed. Hell no, like
If Andrew looks familiar to you guys, is because Andrew's been all over the convention circuit. He's volunteer and he's worked so many conventions. It's not funny. That's
since
how
1996.
That's how I met Andrew.
Yeah, so like everyone knows who I am in certain capacity, or they're like, hey, I know you. Oh, it's crazy. A lot of people called me Frank. A lot of people know me as Frank. I was like, my name is Andrew, but sure, you know. I mean, okay, sure. I'm in the background. I'll be a non-player character for a minute, But right now it's I can't wait. I'm getting. I basically got my act together and started selling products, and most of it's going to be geared towards gaming. I haven't yet gotten a comic book. I haven't yet gotten a comic book offer to do a comic book, so I am creating one my own. But that's a little bit more towards the future. I do have sequentials for that. I do have art for that, and I do have I already wrote out the story like maybe 5 years ago, so that's already good. That's already have set. And then the game that I worked for, Boss Rush 2001 XX, it is basically like it's like Mega Man and Pat LaBar meets like post-apocalyptic meets cyberpunk. It's basically a tabletop RPG version of and it's basically our love letter to 90s anime. And we're coming out with a second edition in about a year. We're now starting to get in the second edition of that, and also new adventures attached to that. So the group I'm actually working with, Booster Particle Productions, they're actually doing a 2.0 of that game, and I am definitely going to be the art director for that as well. And that's me. This is why I've been posting a lot of robots and been posting a lot of like drawings of robots because I'm getting ready to redraw a lot of my old art, and like it's kind of cool revisit. It's a really cool revisit. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. Like, I'm hopefully people get what I'm doing.
Well, the good thing is if they wanted to hang out and check you out, they're gonna be able to get a chance to do that at Big Apple Con, which is in December.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not working. Like you don't have a table anymore.
No. Andrew, we know we gave you a table, but can you help us out?
Oh my God, here's the thing, Mike Gracia.
Mm-hmm.
When I was there at the first day, he goes, Andrew. You don't have to ask if you need anything anymore. You like, it was like, oh, like, hey, do you want me to grab some guys some water? Do you want to grab Andrew? You don't have to do that anymore. I was like, well, I'm just so used to like not being here, man. Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like when you're working at a convention, you're constantly working like in motion, and like now able to sit down and sell. It was a different, like, again, it was like I told you before, it was a different experience and I liked
it. That's what you need to do. Keep at it, my brother. Keep it. All right, Sam. I gotta say, I love watching you guys on your show. And the first question that pops into my head right away is, how does it feel to be on somebody else's show? Because I know how it feels like to me. Is it the same thing where you're like, wait, I'm supposed to be doing something?
No, I've been doing it for so long. It just feels like I'm just talking to friends.
See, but you got that thing like when I'm on somebody else's show, to me, I'm like, I'm supposed to be doing something else. What's because I'm back here doing all this behind the scenes stuff, so I'm always like, oh wait, why am I just sitting here?
Yeah, that's usually me when I'm doing the show, but it's refreshing to not have to do all those things and just sit
That's why I
here.
was asking because I know that you're the one doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So Sam, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff? Give them the spiel, show because this thing looks good, and I want to hear what you're going to say about it.
Forbidden is I created it 25 years ago, and I created it around the character Sin. His real name is Starticus, and it's basically a race of people that were cursed centuries ago. And from walking the surface of the earth, the sun has a adverse effect on their skin. So the ones who survived went underground and never to be seen again. And well, the world has evolved, and the ones who put the curse on them, the descendants of Nacron, have evolved as well into a form of a human by the name of David Hunter, who his goal is to rule the world. And he's a billionaire, he's an oligarch. And, the legend has it that if the son of Vox ever rises from the caverns, he is the key to Nacron's destruction. And the book starts off with the son asking his father, it's like, how do you know this curse still exists? We've been confined down here for ages. And the father, rather than listening to his son, he just imprisons him until he gets rid of those thoughts. And so the son commits the ultimate sin, which is why he gets the name Sin. He commits murder with the aid of his love interest, Arius, and they escape to the surface. And that triggers a series of events because now the sister is pleading with her dad that they need to go after her brother, and the father is more worried about protecting his people. But now David Hunter has alerted that the son of Vox has risen, so now they have to find him and destroy him before he destroys them. So it's old world versus new, magic and science, and it's a lot of drama and there's a lot of twists to this.
Love it. Love fantasy. I always love it. You're in the right place here.
I want it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I worked with a bunch of talented people. Anibal Arroyo did the first couple of issues in the omnibus, and then Prime Santra, who's from Indonesia, he worked on the rest of it. They both know how to capture the emotion of the scenes. A lot of epic battle scenes, a lot of elements to this, and it's everything from it's a love story, it's a story of deception and betrayal, and it's relatable, but it's also, I believe, it's timeless. And I leave the ending in a way that allows the reader to imagine what happens next.
That's always good because you want to be like, okay,
Yeah.
what's going on? What's happening?
Yes.
You play D&D?
No, I don't. But I was a big Conan the magazine reader.
Okay, there you go. I can see the Conan influences.
Yeah, I'm talking about the magazine size, the one that were like the big size
That was a great
magazines.
book. Yeah.
I
wish they made more magazine size books.
Yes, I was a big Lord of the Rings fan, and I don't know. One day I was just sitting alone, and I started talking to myself and writing down notes about this character named Sin, and I started working my way backwards. It's like, why am I calling him Sin? Well, it can't be his real name. What's his real name? And how did he get the name Sin? So okay, and then what's the problem? And there's a battle between him and his dad, and why is there some conflict there? And that's how I started building out the story, and I started plotting it from there. And then once I was done, I had several hundred pages of notes, and then I wrote the entire script. And I waited until I found the right artist, because I didn't feel I was the right artist for the book, even though I draw and write my own books. I didn't feel I was right for this one, and
Right.
so that's when I met Anibal Arroyo at a Star Wars convention. And
This is just getting more geek and more geek.
yeah, man. We had no business being at a Star Wars convention. I'm just gonna let you know this, because we had a table there, and I had a book called Cosmic Wars at the time, and I was like, yeah, we'll do it, sci-fi. And then no, it wasn't working. But the good thing that came out of that, we got on a documentary called Inkswell,
Ah,
and
Mm.
we were filmed on that documentary, and we met Anibal. So those are two good things that came out of it. Outside of that, we made no money at that convention. It was a bust.
see, I'm happy you said all of that because you hit a couple of points. Even if the convention is not doing well or you're not doing well at the convention, there's other things you can be doing.
Yes.
Networking at the convention is always something you should be doing anyway. And folks, it's going to be what you make of it. If you're not doing well with on the money side of things, make sure you make those connections.
That's the most important. I think it's the most important. I think several things. Number one, connecting with fans of comics,
Yep,
and also connecting with peers and industry professionals, and
exactly.
because you never know. And I think those long, I mean, man, I mean, I'm connected to so many people that I've built relationships with, 20 years ago.
Yeah,
And so I think it's really important, to walk the floor, connect with people, take the time, because I do conventions on my own, so I'm always at the table with myself, so I don't get to walk the floor when the doors open. But I walk the floor in the morning,
I feel you.
before the doors open, and I connect with everybody as they're setting up and drinking their
Mhm.
coffee, and I'll start conversations. And I'll walk at the end, and then sometimes I'll go to dinner. Like tomorrow morning, I'm driving to San Antonio, 5-hour drive
Mhm.
for the big Texas Comic Con.
Oof.
And so yeah, but I'm looking forward to it because there's a lot of people I'm already connecting with out there and meeting for the first time, and
Mhm.
so that's part of it. It's the networking.
And it's funny that you're saying that because on my feed, I already saw like a bunch of people that are going to be there. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm going to be at this. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to
Yeah, yeah. Tom Hutchinson's going to be there. William Russell's
exactly.
going to be there.
Mhm.
Omar Solis is going to be there. George Solis is going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people there. So it's going to be fun.
Folks, have fun at the connect. And then the other thing that you really mentioned that it's really important because I don't think a lot of people think about it is the relationship you have with the people who are working on the comic book with you. It's very important to have a good relationship with these people. And I also feel like you said something big. Even though you're an artist, you didn't feel like you were the right artist for this book. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people when they think, oh, I need an artist for my comic, they'll go after any artist, and it should be an artist that works with your story.
Yes.
And not all artists do all things, folks.
No, no, because I've worked with different people. But I felt I was lucky because Anibal fell in love with the characters, and it showed in his pages, and so did Prime Santra. They both fell and they complemented each other. And then Barbara Soroji came in and she did her thing, and George Medina did the lettering on the book. And then we had a great cover artist, Eric Ifata. He's a concept artist, a gaming artist, and he did the wraparound cover for the soft cover.
Nice.
And then David Keeles did an amazing back when were doing the floppies. He did a cover, but which is available as a print now. And so David the Wolf Keeles, yeah, he's legit. I love that guy. But yeah, so I worked with a lot of great people, and we're friends to today. Which is awesome. We've been friends for many, many years.
Which is really important. Ooh, swag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rock that in a convention, right? Everyone's like,
Exactly.
the bell of the ball.
Oh man. So you got a lot of nice little stuff here. Oh, look, cards.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, see, I like when people have a lot of stuff on their thing where oh look what I have. And I
yeah.
have to say this map just reminds me of fantasy, of Lord of the Rings, all that stuff. So I gotta say when I saw the map for the first time, I was like, ooh.
You can't have an entire world without a map, right? And it's
Exactly. Sorry.
you can't. And for me, it's really being able to connect the dots. And because what this is going to lead into is a lot of short story prose. That's the extension of Forbidden. That I'm writing from each character's perspective because even though it's a 200-page book, that you can't tell every backstory that you want to tell, right? And there's some
That's true.
characters in there's
Yeah.
like, how did they meet? But what was the connection there? What was the past there? So this gives me an opportunity to just write their stories and then put them in short form and just keep expanding on the world. But it can't work unless you have the whole world built, and the map helps connect the dots, in my opinion.
I agree. I feel like it also helps your writing when you're writing something because knowing where things are kind of helps you in planning your story.
Yeah, because a lot of the
Mhm.
characters come from different locations, right? So
Yeah.
then being able to identify the location and then the map, while it's a static image, it allows the reader to take the story to the next level and imagine what it was like to navigate through that terrain. You know what I mean? So and then you bring them into the story and they become, and then the best part of it, if they fall in love with a character, that's even the better, right? Because then they can walk in the shoes of the characters and they can root for the characters, and then hopefully live through the characters'
Exactly.
experiences.
Definitely. And I see you have your other books here on the Kickstarter. I like when creators do this because sometimes somebody wants all the other stuff that you do, and it's easier to put it on a Kickstarter so that people can get it.
Yeah. There's Nail in My Toilet. I mean, that's what I've made my name with. There's Nail in My Toilet. Issue number 8 comes out next year. But then there's Arg, which is a short story prose. It's about a half-breed goblin human boy born on Halloween, and he's torn between having to open up the gates to the goblin world to take over the world, or protect the family, the human family that he was born into. So he's at a crossroads right now. He has to make a decision, and that's a short story prose that I wrote. And then Cast of Crazies is the story of George and I as podcasters and comic creators. So it's I wanted to be the biggest, best podcaster in the world. So my character goes into the woods and shouts out to the universe. The universe answers in the form of Afro bell bottom platform shoe wearing hippie from another realm, and he brings the crazies with him, and they start bopping people over the head with microphones, and now they're addicted to the show, and everyone's walking around like zombies. So we're under investigation, and we have to catch the crazies and send them back to where they came from, before it gets out of hand. And then
Oh
there's
my
Duty's
God.
Adventures, which is young Duty growing up on the planet Uranus, where he has to deal with a school bully, the diabolical egomaniac overlord nemesis Poo Poo. So it's for the younger readers. So it's like I got something for everybody.
It's so cute.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. So
Aw.
folks, I put his links into the comment section there. Make sure you take a look at something. One of the last things I want to talk to you about before I show the video, is dude, the logo on this thing. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Especially on the hardcover.
Thank you. Yeah. So the logo, it's so I've been, if you know anything about me, when I first created Cosmic Wars, I used 3D programs to create all my backgrounds, and I illustrated my characters over the backgrounds. So I've been always using 3D programs, but I always hand illustrate everything, and then I just upload it, and then I try to render it. And so the logo is basically, I wanted something that embodied that time period, but
Right.
also like the triangle is like rising from the ashes, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's pointing up, right? And because they're in the cavern. So I wanted something that had an earth element, had an ancient feel to it, but also showed that there's going to be a point when they start rising. And
And you do a good job because this looks like one of those lore books, that you would find,
Yeah.
and then you read the stories within.
yeah, I mean, I think for me, I give a lot of thought, and then not only that, I mean, I study a lot of the fantasy books out there, and
Oh yeah, this fits
just
right into all that.
design elements, how
Yeah.
they present the packaging, and so because I know that while it's a comic book, I'm trying to attract gamers,
Yeah.
tabletop role playing gamers,
Yep.
right? I'm
Mhm.
I'm trying to D&D fans,
Oh yeah.
so I want them to be able to recognize
Oh
when
definitely.
they look at it to say, you know what, that seems relevant to me. Let me give it a shot.
Sam, as somebody who's into all those things, yes, 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 and yes.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my whole goal. I remember talking to George. I said, George, because the Kickstarter page and everything, the designs were different a few months ago, and then
Ooh.
I started repackaging everything because I was like, look, I said, I really want the best of both worlds. I want gamers and comic fans. And so how do I attract the both? I need the gamers to see that, hey, I recognize that. That looks like this. That looks like that. Oh, let me give this a shot. Never heard of this before. So, and it's working because I've gotten 6 new backers that never backed anything I've done before.
Yeah.
That found it because I created an ad on a gaming site, and they came over, and so for me, I'm like, okay, it's working.
I gotta say, like, as somebody who buys the Legend of Zelda books like this, who buys you're hitting the right note, and this looks like one of those RPGs that I played in the '90s.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
And at the same time, it looks like something Lord of the Rings centric. Of course, it does look like I can look at this book and get myself some nice creatures to throw at the players.
Yes, it has all that. It has all that stuff, and one of the artists that illustrated the book, and his name is Prami Sandra. The one thing that he loved about the book was you don't expect what's going to happen at the end. He goes, and as he was illustrating it, he had the scripts, and he's like, I didn't even see this coming, right? And that's what's great about it. And the goal is, if there's enough of a demand where people are like, you know what, you gotta give us a part two. You gotta keep, then I'll make that investment. But so this is my, I wrote it 25 years ago. It's a one and done, but it leaves a lot of room for interpretation, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. So, folks, you know what we say here. Let's go to the videotape.
Hey guys, many of you know that I've created There's an Alien in My Toilet, but you might not know about Forbidden. This 200-page omnibus epic fantasy series is 25 years in the making, and I've worked with amazing artists, colorists, and letterers to bring it life to you right here, right now, finally on Kickstarter. Forbidden is filled with magic, mystery, adventure, drama, lore, deception. The campaign is filled with exclusives and limited editions and rare finds that you can only get on this Kickstarter. And if you signed up early to be notified, that means you received a secret link to a secret reward tier, which is limited to a few. So get your hands on it and get it now, because it's going to go fast. But to everybody else, you won't miss out, because there's a lot to offer and unpack with this amazing fantasy series. So pledge today, enter the Forbidden. Let's finally put an end to knock on the rain on the nocturnals, and let's give rise to those who have been confined to the underground for centuries. Are you in? I hope so. Pledge today.
That reminded me of all those commercials in the '90s when I was falling asleep.
You said I put you to sleep?
No. Those are the videos that woke you up because you were asleep on the couch because you spent the night watching TV. All of a sudden, that commercial would come on, and you'd be like, "What's going on?"
The key reminded me of Zelda, because like every map, you gotta find the little key and the big key. Like every map to this day, it's still the same. You gotta find the little key and the big key.
Yeah. Dude, it came with a dice bag. I want it. That's what the nerd in me and all my fellow gamers be like, wait, it has a custom dice bag game. All it needs is stats. Come on, Screw it. I'll give you some stats right now. Let's play. I have dice right here.
I gotta say, if you want to give your creation stats, Andrew's the right guy to go to, because he's the one that creates the RPG.
3 of them actually right now. This is my third. Yeah.
So, folks, go check this out. It is beautiful, and I can see that already. You guys are jumping on this because he is now at 1,050.
That's awesome. And every 10 backers, I do a raffle live on Catch the Craze podcast. And
I like when you guys do that.
Yes. So the next raffle I'm doing right now, because we got to 20, so I'm doing 2 raffles on Tuesday. I'm raffling off this. It's Cycle Sal. I did the cover as a mashup of Duty as Cycle Sal. So this is getting raffled off. If you never read Cycle Sal, then check it out. I'm also raffling off this anthology that I did, a short story of Herman, the Chihuahua from There's an Alien in My Toilet, and Duty's also in it. And it was given out on Free Comic Book Day in stores throughout Texas. So that's another raffle on Tuesday. And if we get to 30 backers, then I'll be raffling off A Kid in a Comic, the first edition where Duty has a comic strip in it. I'll be raffling off these 3 things on Tuesday.
I forgot you're in the Kid in a Comic.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was just talking about the Duty.
Just to let you know, the reason why I backed you what I did is because I like that cover of the hardcover, the
Oh,
little by
definitely.
hardcover.
Oh, thank you, man. I
I love
appreciate
it, man.
that.
So it looks really cool. I can't wait to get it because I know you're going to make your goal. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Since I'm using my phone right now, after this, I have to get it. The seal looks like, these old ink stamps from back in the day
Yeah.
where, you're like, it's like a letter and you're like stamping it. And it also looks like, and I'm going to tell you right now, there are old games back in the day called Mage of Ascension from White Wolf. Now,
Oh,
you remember the White Wolf games? Like they're, basically Vampire the
actually, he's
Masquerade
right.
and stuff like
It does
that.
look like that.
And Mage of Ascension always had a book with like a magical symbol with all these great like geometric shapes that really popped out. And again, you have a dice bag. I want it.
As soon as I saw that dice bag, I was like, okay, you got Andrew. Oh man. All right. So, Junior, saw you at New York Comic Con. You were in costume, and I told you right away that we should do the video for the Kickstarter, and that video just took off. So
You were in costume. What kind of costume?
Put me right on the spot.
I want to see it.
Actually, I got you. Give me 1 second. You can check this
Ooh.
out real quick. Got a little.
Oh, wow.
Here.
Wow.
So I
You
was,
made that yourself?
my wife did.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I did the pink.
That is sweet.
So,
That's
we got a little Star Wars theme going on that day.
And just so you guys can get a better look at this, hold on a second. Because the video stands out for a reason.
Wow.
That's incredible.
How can you avoid that smile? Look at that. Oh man,
awesome.
dude, it was great because Jorge was like, Ralph, come here. He's like, my friend here, his book's gonna start soon. Can he come on your show? I'm like, of course he can come on the show. Then I was like, Junior, what are you doing Wednesday? All right, go ahead, Junior. Tell the people, give them the spiel. Go for it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Junior Mejias, comic book artist and illustrator. And I guess my journey really started about 7 years ago. I went on a CW binge, and I discovered Supernatural.
Love Supernatural. I had a feeling you were a Supernatural fan.
And then, I love Supernatural. I also grew up watching anime. So back then what they called the big three: Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but my attention required more fireballs, more effects, more stuff CW wouldn't have a budget for. So I wanted Supernatural with a little more of anime element to it. So Onslaught was born. And Onslaught, I have it up right here. So Onslaught follows the story of Jason Colt. Jason Colt is the last surviving vampire slayer of a legendary family, and he's on a journey of vengeance to kill the vampire responsible for the extinction of the House of Colt. So as he journeys to fight John Vincent, he finds out that he's way out of his league, and he's going to have to team up with some very unlikely allies in order to get this done. So it's going to have a lot of action, magic. It's got witches, werewolves, vampires, the whole supernatural spiel. As you can see right here, the main character's got a badass muscle car. Can't be without the muscle car.
You need a muscle car, man.
Oh yeah.
See that? Supernatural. Yes.
Yeah, I love the cover design, the way it is designed.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the choice of colors, spot on.
So what you're looking at right here, this is the special hardcover edition. It has all 3 issues in one. So this is specifically for this, and got 3 issues.
Say, you sent me all the covers, and they were nice, but I ended up back on this cover because it just does something, and I feel like you caught the nature of those TV shows, because this looks like it could be the poster for the TV show. It's like, on the CW 10:30 p.m. This is a nice cover. Sam is not kidding. You did a good job with this.
I like the attention to detail with the skulls embedded in the blood. That's like something that's really cool. That's like everything is all meshed in together and flows naturally. That's like a really cool cover.
So what made you go into? Well, we know now, Supernatural. I was about to say, wait a minute. Well, we know the answer to that, Ralph. Oh man, folks, this thing looks fantastic. Look at this. Well, there's the muscle car.
Yeah.
You know, anybody who has a muscle car in their book, I always go, so are you gonna get it so that in the Kickstarter one of these days we can get the little muscle car?
Yeah.
I was a little kid. I love cars. What do you want?
It's as a little kid, you either go cars or you go dinosaurs. There's no in between.
That is true. I was not a dinosaur kid.
Reminds me of Christine.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Oh, I remember Christine. Christine was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the exhaust is kind of like Mad Max, the Interceptor. Yeah.
It's so funny. I love the freaking lettering on this. Because it kind of reminds me of comic books. Because I feel like people have gotten too serious, you know, with themselves, and you don't get these beautiful blams and whacks and ka-chunks.
What can we say, man? George Medina kills it with the lettering.
And it's
He's
so
the man.
funny. It's so funny because I was like, this is George. Oh my God, look at this beautiful lettering. See, folks, we want somebody to letter your book? Get George.
Yeah.
See, and folks, look, these covers are fantastic. I was gonna put up the one with the guitar because that really stood out to me. I love the little teeth over here. This was really dynamic. But I had to go with the other cover.
You're killing me, man. I bought the 3. I pledged the 3 books. Now you convinced me to get the hardcover. Now I don't know what to do.
I know.
Oh my God.
You're
This
killing me.
onslaught. Ugh.
Yeah, I did the same thing, and I was like, and then I look at the cover, and I'm like, oh man.
Dude, I'm telling you, he
I'm at
sent
a
me the
crossroads.
covers, and I was like, I want this. All right, let's do the thing here. I'll go back up. Hopefully, I don't make you guys sick. Let's go to the videotape.
My name is Junior Mejias, and for the past 5 years I've been chipping away, writing, sketching, and refining. Since I was a kid, I've been fascinated by the idea that whole worlds could be created from nothing and brought to life on the page. With Onslaught, I set out to create a story to remember, one filled with drama, suspense, action, and the same excitement that fueled the shonen anime and early 2000 shows that I grew up on. They say that good things come to those who wait, and trust me, good things are coming. But like the hero of this story, I can't do it alone. Bringing Onslaught to life will take more than just imagination. It takes you. So I ask, will you join me? Together, let's unleash Onslaught.
The drama, man.
I
Love
know,
it.
man. So you just won up my video.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Cool.
So I gotta go back
like-
to them.
I like the black and white with the red pop in the and
Yeah,
sorry. I like that a lot. I think that's a really cool touch.
I agree with you, Shannon. When I've been looking at the book, it just really pops, and I
Stands
love
out,
the whole
yeah.
black and white red thing because you know it's always something that stands out.
Yeah.
It had like a Dusk Till Dawn look to it. That's what it reminded me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Really cool.
You know, NFZ is like always something cool to see on Bit and Apple. Real cool projects showcased tonight. There you go. And then they were going back and forth. They're like, "Hey, Lupin's in the house."
Man, I was looking at it. I was like, what was that? Strangers are coming.
Exactly.
Oh man, the Lost Boys kind of feel that too.
Exactly. Zed says, love the line work of the thick and thin play.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
And of course,
The onomatopoeia, the sound effects, those cool. Bam.
I love those, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, Jorge. Folks, I put the link into the comment section to make it easier because I don't want to hear, but Ralph, I'm lazy. I don't want to go look for the link. And you know who you are. Oh, man. Ivan, it is your turn. Go for it.
What's going on, guys? My name is Ivan. I'm an upcoming indie comic book writer, and my first project will be a comic book called Ghost Reaper. It's a supernatural horror superhero fantasy type of comic book. It's about a kid, an orphan named Scott Graves, who is desperate to leave the infamous Phantom City, which is a city that's closed off to the rest of the world, so it's not too easy to kind of just leave. So what he ends up doing is resorting to crime in order to leave the city, but along the way, he digs himself into a hole, which is too deep for him to dig himself out of. And next thing you know, he's caught in a mess with the Mafia and the Grim Reaper. And that's like the best way I could sum it up.
I gotta say, you know, Ivan is. This is funny because I saw Ivan's book on Instagram today. I was like, oh, this is cool, and I shared it because I figured people should go check it out. And then Ivan said thank you, and then I said, hey, dude, you know, come on the show, talk about it. And he was like, I'm free today. I'm like, oh, okay, let's go. But dude, I gotta say, I really liked what I was looking at. I love the logo, the design of this character. Anytime I see something I like, I try to share it so that other people can see it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot. It's like, yeah, it's a long time process, but you know, finally here.
What made you design this character like this? Where did he come from?
So originally his name was called the Guardian Saint. It was kind of more like a Batman inspired character, Batman mixed with Azrael. So he was like a religious type character. But okay. I just knew that it wasn't going to mesh well with the fans because I feel like there was going to be too much comparison with Batman. So I felt like I had to go an alternate route. And the name of the city was already called Phantom City even back then. So I just thought it was inevitable for me to call it Ghost Reaper. So that's kind of where I took it. And it's kind of like it has a lot of inspiration from a lot of different characters. There's a little bit of Spawn in there, a little bit of Moon Knight, and the Phantom. I would say like the main three inspirations from the character.
I gotta say you did a great job of making him your own because you know you just talked about all the inspiration that's in there, but you did a good job of making this character into your own character. Even with I can see the Azrael in it, but at the same time it doesn't look completely like Azrael.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Try to give it his own look. I like purple a lot too. Purple I feel like is a color that isn't used too much in superheroes, so I thought that was something that can make him stand out a little bit more.
You're a fan after my own heart, Ivan. Purple and green, I love it. It's really cool.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Deeply, deeply appreciate it.
Dude, this right here, man. Wow. Dang. Is this one of the covers or is this a print?
The cover is so cool.
Yeah, there's three alternate covers, kind of depending on what your style is. If you like more of a realistic style, that would be your cover right there. If you want more of a traditional comic book, cover B is another good option. It's a wraparound, so that's the back side, and then the front side will be the prototype suit. So yep, that him right there. That will be the front, and then that's the A cover, which is kind of more. That's going to be the primary artist of the comic book. I would say it's kind of more like a new school digital type of vibe, but it's kind of hard. It's like its own unique style, but I really like it.
I gotta say, like, you know, as someone who saw this and jumped on top of it right away, dude, this cover here, like, I know what you're saying, but it just feels classic comic.
Appreciate it, brother.
What's that comic back in the day? Like the Slayers, like you know how their intros like a very bubbly kind of like lettering. That's what I got from this. Yeah, like Slayers, the old classic comic books from Joe. I think it was Joe Mad back in the day.
Oh, what was it called?
Sorry, it just escaped my head.
I'm going to blank too. And
I forget things too.
It's been so long.
I just saw a podcast with him and he was discussing it, but I forgot. But yeah, I mean, I remember the huge gaps between the issues and stuff. And it was the video ads.
Gold Digger.
As soon as show ends, it'll come to me. But I know
it was Gold Digger. Yeah, I think it was Gold Digger. Yeah, yeah.
Well, the art on the inside matches the outside.
Yeah. Yeah, so the A cover is going to be done by the primary artist that does the inside pages, and then B and C are done by different artists.
I'm just saying that because sometimes you buy a book and then the inside is not like the covers.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Ah, this looks great. Great design. I feel like character design has gone out the window lately, so it's always good to see a good character design. Yeah, you did a great job at putting all this stuff together.
Appreciate it, man. I wasn't just by myself too. I had help from a guy named Mason. He's the publisher for Alpha Comics. They're the ones that have been helping me with the heavy lifting, especially with the first time it being like a first campaign for me. I definitely needed all the help that I can get. Thankfully, I was lucky enough for him to help publish the book with me. So he's been a huge part in the process as well.
So as a first timer, how did you like the process?
It was a long process. I started during COVID time, and for the first 2 years, it was just basically trial and error. And then I took a 2-year break to finish college because that was basically taking up all the time. And then by the time I finished college, that's when I got back to the comic book because I had gotten that itch back. And in that time when I was in between college, I thought I was done because I quit. Like I was so tired of not seeing results, but something just urged me to come back. I think it was after seeing Invincible. That's kind of what motivated me to come back. And from there, I was just like tunnel vision. And from there, it was just nonstop. And this last year and a half is, I think, when I really started catching rhythm of the comic book, when everything started coming together.
I'm happy you stayed with it, and I'm also happy you were talking about your journey because a lot of people think that this stuff just happens. I'm not sure why they think this.
Yeah, it's a long process. I mean, some happen faster than others, but with me, it took damn near 5-6 years. So
yeah, and that's about right. Because people look at comics and they go, "Oh, okay, it just pops up, it shows up," but they don't know that sometimes these books take years and years to get done. My book alone is taking a long time to get ready. and I'm still not ready, and I probably won't be ready till next year.
Yeah, it takes time. Greatness takes time.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you want to make something, really stand out, pop off, it takes time.
So folks, go check it out. I put the link. Yeah, I put the link in the comment section. There it is right there, folks. This thing looks beautiful. Go check it out. You want some Ghost Reaper. I know I'm making it hard on you guys. I give you 3 fantastic books, and you got to go support all 3 of them. But hey, I'm the kind of guy that grew up with comic book stores, and I would go to the comic store and I would have to buy all those books. So tough nuggies.
I'm not eating for 3 weeks. So don't worry about
My
it.
poor wallet.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, even Seth is like, damn, too many projects to back. He doesn't have Sam Vera money.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I like how he's answering. It's like, all lies. We know you have deep pockets. Your End of Z, baby. That's a fantastic book there, folks. If you want to check out our friend Eddie there, End of Z, great book. Fantastic. He's working on issue 2.
Yeah.
And he's going to be on the show soon because he's been off gallivanting to Japan, having fun.
Mr. Deep Pockets.
All right, Shannon, your turn. Let's show some stuff off. Here we go.
Me? Okay.
I gotta say, this looks interesting. What I'm showing here, I got your links. I didn't say I didn't have your links. So
Okay.
you can talk while we're showing this off because what is this?
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna play sound. So this is the trailer for a movie that I am in. It's called Hellbound Covenant. It takes place during the 1970s during the Satanic Panic. I actually play 2 parts in it. One of them is the Grim Reaper, and the other part is Lady Raven. I play the High Priestess of a satanic cult. And I'm going to destroy the world, essentially.
I feel like everything fits
who knows?
with each other today.
Yeah. So that's Gary story. He plays Father McCarthy. And that's Mary. So, and that's the Nurse Delilah. So we're all in cahoots, essentially. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I love
Who
that.
knows?
That's my favorite part. Who knows?
All right.
I
So
don't
now that
know.
we've talked about it a little bit, I'll play it for the people to get a good view at this. Let's go to the
Okay.
videotapes, folks.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I absolve you, Mary, from all your sin. You will have a peaceful and free journey to God's kingdom and live an everlasting life. This is just the beginning. I'm going to say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us from each and every evil.
Nice.
Yeah. It's spooky.
It is spooky. Yeah, I like that. That was pretty cool. How long
I'm
did you work
totally
on this?
freaked out.
It's still being it's still in production right now. So
course.
they're filming right now. I start filming at the end of the month. And then it should be done before Christmas, and then hopefully out after that soon. So, we need support from people also. And we're always looking for like people to back us. We want help to just, it's going to be a great movie as it is, but like we want to make it like huge,
So far, it looks good. The priest performed an exorcism. I'm sure it worked, and everything's good.
So yeah.
Yeah, folks, they're on
So
Kickstarter. You can help them out. It's always great to help out indie films, just like it is to help out indie comics. As you can tell, these things take a long time to finish. I've been in enough productions to know that just because you think of them, it's that whole concept of, oh, this movie just came out. Yeah, but that movie took like years and years to make.
yeah. It's such a good storyline too. Like I really enjoy it. So I'm really excited to be a part of it. I really believe in it, and I think it's pretty cool. So I'm excited to see the finished product of it.
I gotta say, I'm always amazed when anybody finishes their projects because more often than not, folks, projects just go unfinished. That's why it's so important to help them out. I put the link into the comments section right there. I think there's one more thing that I have for Shannon, right? Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, you can keep talking because you do a lot of stuff.
Okay. So, I am Shannon. I am known as the Queen of Darkness. I am a horror hostess for Paraflix Paranormal Plus. I'm a paranormal investigator and all-around weirdo. I'm actually an author, a poet, and I have also some other things going on. I have an audiobook coming out that is about Long Island ghost stories, some true, some not true. And that should come out in January. And what else? I'm going to be at Salem Paracon November 15th. And
Nice.
I kind of have something exciting planned for that. Kind of going all out a little bit. So I'm really excited for that. And then I was invited to Long Island HorrorCon in February 27th to March 1st, and I'll be
Nice.
doing some hosting some panels there as well. So I am excited for all that other stuff. October 30th, movie that I got to be a part of, called Jim Haggerty's Unnatural Causes,
Hold on.
is
I'll
coming
put that
out.
up.
It's playing.
There you go.
It's interesting. It reminds me of like the 80s, like you'll see. But it's coming out October 30th at the Belmore Theater. And then after that you can just purchase it
Play?
online if you
All
want
right,
to.
here we go. We'll give you the preview.
Did you? Okay.
Greetings. This is Baron Mizarakov. I hope you'll join me on a journey, a dark journey, a journey through fear, through terror, through lust, romance,
How was your day?
betrayal.
Was there somebody else here?
Maybe don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Violence. And murder.
She's crazy. She's absolutely crazy. We have to kill her.
A journey where nothing tends to be what it seems.
Tom? I don't know what you want. I didn't do anything to you.
As if this wasn't bad enough, you two idiots steal an exhumed body?
Probably.
Did you steal a corpse?
Well, we didn't steal anything. He just got up and left.
I just wish you would die.
Where am I?
Your day is coming, bitch.
You murdered her! They mean to kill you.
Of course.
Vlad Eterno has died at the possible age of 300.
You are a vampire.
Oh my god, this is insanity!
Well, it's after 5 somewhere in the world, like they say in the Bible.
And death comes from unnatural causes.
Okay, that was great.
I'll be honest, I got so scared because I was like, oh my god, are they gonna show so and I was, oh my god. Well, none of us were the first ones to curse, I will say. Her.
I thought I cursed ages ago, but maybe you're right.
I apologize. I had I don't know if you could see me, but I was like having like
I saw you like jump for a minute, but I was like, okay.
I was like gonna text you, but
Thanks a lot, Shannon.
just
I won't be
because-
sleeping for a week now.
I
was going to tell you how great your booth was at CradleCon, but forget that one now.
That was great. This is like those old school, like you watch like Up All Night type.
Oh, yeah.
In the night, man. That's cool. That's
You know
cool.
what, man? I've been enjoying movies like that recently because of Tubi. There was like this old movie. There's this movie called like the House of Harker, and like the Haunted House of Harker, like all these like great movies like what was it, Storycrest and stuff like that. I was like Academy of Storycrest or something, and I was just like, I love those movies. I just love those. Movies that when they those classics horror movies that we used to love. I swear to God, I expect a Svengoolie to come out and just starts talking to me. Like I'm just trying. I was like,
That's what it reminds me of. Well, if you're available October 30th, it's playing at the Belmore Theater at 7 p.m.
Nice.
I won't be there, unfortunately. A lot of the other cast will be. I'll be filming the other one.
Yeah, she's
Hellbound
busy.
Covenant.
Of course, she is always busy.
I am. But it's all good things, so I
It
really
is.
can't
It's great
complain.
things, actually.
Yeah.
So, Shannon,
Really
one more
excited.
time, where can they find you? So, if they want to go look at all the beautiful stuff you're doing, they can go.
Sure. You could find me when you close your eyes at night and you try to sleep. I'm that creepy sound that you hear. I'm the shadow that you see sweep across your wall. I'm the yeah. Okay, no. A dream within a dream
Can't sleep
underscore
for house
within a
demons.
yes. Just chant my name 3 times and I shall appear. A dream underscore within a scream is most of my socials. Shannon Michelle 1L Collins is Facebook, The Queen of Darkness, and my website, adreamwithinascream.com or thequeenofdarkness.com takes you to the same place. And I just opened my own little store on there. Items are still being added, but it's super cute. I have super cute keychains.
It is stuff
and
she's
bones.
selling. It's pretty cute. Cute and
Keychains
creepy.
and bones. It's a variety.
Creepy and cuddly.
Yeah. Like this.
Hold on. I'll put you up. Well, look at
Oh,
that. I told you it was
it's a teddy
creepy and
bear.
cuddly.
Coming soon.
Yeah, folks, go check it out.
Too much.
Shannon's always a lot of fun. And of course,
Thanks.
you guys will be seeing Shannon here on the show a couple of times because she is our ghost host or host ghost or ghostess was the hostess.
Ghost host with the mostest. You get
There
it
you
straight
go.
roughly.
Your local weirdo.
So she should be on the show a couple times. She'll let us know when she's on. But gosh, come say hi because she'll be here.
I shall.
Ivan, one last time, where can everybody find you?
I'm most active on Instagram, ghostreaper_comics. In there, you'll have my link tree and the Kickstarter to everything. So I also have a YouTube channel. I have a TikTok, but I'm not too active on the TikTok. I should be, but I'm most active right now on Instagram. I'm like posting every day to promote the campaign.
Junior, did we play your video?
You did.
Okay.
Did you play this video? I'm wondering now if I missed it.
Yeah, there's a little trailer for it too.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Let's go to the videotape, folks. Nice. I just realized it said Junior.
I enjoy
Sorry,
that.
Ivan.
Yeah.
You're good.
Junior, good catch
I
though,
do
and I like the
enjoy
fact that you should show this video. Ivan, that was great.
Thanks.
Good
Shout out to
job.
my cousin. He made the theme song. That's like the official theme song for Ghost Reaper too. He's a very talented music producer. Shout out to my cousin Vidal Garcia.
I gotta say, I love the music. I love the whole thing. It was put together well.
Appreciate it.
I feel like you went all out.
Thank
The
you.
whole book is giving me Image Comics, like peak Image Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Definitely
remember
got some inspiration from different stuff,
remember
so-
Darksiders, the game back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that music. Tell your cousin, gaming music. You know,
That was great music. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Folks, go check them out. And of course, all those links are in the comment section. Now, Junior, it's your turn. Did we lose Junior?
I'm here.
Okay, now it's your turn. Tell the people, where can they find you? All the good stuff. Go for it.
So you can find me on Instagram at JR_MJS. everything Onslaught and my other artwork there. I'm also a concept artist for video games. You can find all that stuff there.
You have it, folks. Go check them out. I'm telling you, I brought you a lot of good stuff today, folks. I'm making it hard for you to keep your money, and I feel like I've did my job today. Okay, Sam, your turn.
You can find me on dutiesworld.com and also Catch the Craze everywhere on social media. Catch the Craze, that's with a D-A, not a T-H-E. Pretty simple. Yeah. And then if you're going to be at Big Texas Comic Con, come over, check me out. I'll be at booth 254, I believe it is. It's going to be fun.
There you have it, folks. Again, check it out. You know you want to. Come on. Look at that forbidden logo. Dude, you know, it's forbidden, so you know you want it. and since we're on this wordplay, it is time for the shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Yes. And speaking of shameless plug, if you back Forbidden and the shameless plug, you get a print from George and you get a print from me. So you get 2 prints for backing both campaigns.
It is a great print, guys. It is a fantastic print, guys.
And I did both of those prints, so I just want to let you know.
I got a chance to see them, and I'm all like, ooh.
Yeah.
Of course, you've heard Jorge's name or George's name this whole time, so you saw his work, so you know this is going to be good.
Yeah. Yes.
Come on, look at him. He's cute. I put the link in the comment section, folks. Go check out the shameless plug, and at the same time, you guys have your show on Tuesdays, right?
Every Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, Paul, it is your turn to tell the people all the good stuff that you do, because you're a host here on the show, but we like letting the host tell the people what they're up to.
Cool. Can I share my screen?
Cool.
Of course we can share my screen, right?
No.
No? Too bad. I'm sharing my screen.
I knew you were going to say that.
All right. So, yeah. So basically, we've teamed up with Fractured Atlas. I'm in the process of taking Time Enforcers to the next level. We're really looking to make history learning fun for kids, and we're pushing out a curriculum for 5th to 10th graders. And so Fractured Atlas is a nonprofit organization that you can raise money from and through. And so what we're looking to do is to raise $1,000 so that once we meet our goal with Fractured Atlas, we can start pursuing nonprofit grants like with the National Endowment for the Humanities. So this is a postcard I put together. Not a lot of people know, but Ben Franklin actually formed one of the first nonprofits in the United States. It was actually a fire company in Philadelphia. So it's pretty cool. So actually, Ben will be appearing in episode 3 along with Benjamin Banneker. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is a new discovery I made last week. And so you know how things go with me. I like the idea. I put it in. I don't care. Anyway, so this is more information about Fractured Atlas. Like I said, they're a great organization. They've been backing artists and creatives since 1998. And again, they help those individuals pursue their goals to bring their projects to life. So once again, if I can make $1,000, Fractured Atlas will then take me more seriously, and then I can start pursuing grants with national organizations, which is kind of cool. So.
Yes, and I can show you that link right here now that he took his link away. There. Hey, I said show.
I don't know. It's not the greatest fundraising page, but yeah, you can make it's a tax deductible donation. So any money you contribute goes against next year's taxes, which is kind of cool. And then we have reward levels as well. So we're giving away swag with greater monetary gifts. So I'm pretty excited about this. I think it's going to be a great time. We're actually exhibiting at EdTech Week next week, which I'm looking forward to. It should be interesting to see how the education community approaches this project. I think it'll hopefully be very welcoming. And then we'll be at the NJEA conference in Atlantic City in early November. So these are 2 markets I haven't really touched yet. I've been doing a lot of Comic Cons, which is a lot of fun, but I'm really hoping to make a splash with the education community. So it'll be a lot of cool, very interesting opportunity, I think. So
yeah, folks, Paul needs a team, so help him out, get some money his way.
Yeah, I mean it's fun working, but you know I'm kind of lonely, so I'd like to get people on board. I mean, love getting creatives going and such. It's kind of cool.
And I'm telling you, this is more than history, folks. This is a lot of fun, a lot of happening stuff, and you want to be a part of this. It's a great game. Hey, look, that guy looks familiar.
Yeah, it was the last meeting Wonder Dog. I tell you, it's really cool. But yeah, I just we're really excited too. I'm not only doing the education stuff, but I am actively working on episode 2, which is going to be really cool. It's going to be featuring Amelia Earhart and her Vega 6 3D, which is going to be able to fly across dimensions, which is kind of neat. But it's going to have a Galaga experience. If you remember Galaga from the 90s, it's going to have that type of shooter action with an airplane defeating all the aliens. And then we have classic RPG with our characters. We're going to have Amelia, not Benjamin, but Nico Time, and we're going to have Togo, the dog, along for the ride. So you'll be playing an RPG in a video game with them as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting back to development. I've been really focused on this whole education thing for the past month, but yeah, I'm looking forward to coding again. It should be a good time.
Of course, there's the professor hanging out at New York Comic Con.
Couldn't tell you.
What's your next convention, Paul?
I'm doing EdTech Week next week, and then I'm doing NJEA in November. And we'll be doing Winterfest for Garden State Comic Fest coming up in February. So I'm looking forward to that.
We love Garden State Comic Fest, and go check us out there. We're always there having fun. And, of course, the professor is cool.
Well, yeah, I couldn't stand more than one day at New York City Comic Con. That wig was killing me.
Oh, man. Tony, is that everything?
That's everything. What have I been doing lately? I reviewed I reviewed Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. I finally saw that yesterday. All my other anime reviews are up, and my pictures from New York Comic Con are up, and yeah, that's about it. So everything's on the BitNap page. Go there, see the stuff. It's free, So
exactly. It's a lot of fun, entertaining stuff. Go check it out on the BitNapple page, and look, say hi to our friend.
Yikes!
Charlie.
No.
He's got him today.
I saw you pull him out. I gotta do it.
Oh my
God. Oh, quacking. He picked me.
See, folks, we give you everything. You've gotten everything here today. And of course, on this show, when it ends, I press the button and we're
See you guys, man.
Bye.
Nobody knows.